Madagascar, the last untouched wilderness and travel video. Madagascar split from the African continent around 160 million years ago, and since then, it has evolved like a world apart. Nearly 90% of its wildlife exists nowhere else on Earth. Entire ecosystems developed in isolation, creating species so unique that stepping onto this island feels like entering another timeline. Floating in the Indian Ocean off the southeastern coast of Africa, Madagascar is the fourth largest island in the world, yet vast parts of it remain wild, raw, and dramatically untouched. While other destinations have been reshaped by mass tourism, Madagascar still feels unpredictable, untamed, and astonishingly alive. This is not a polished paradise built for postcards. It is a living laboratory of evolution, where nature still writes its own rules. Avenue of the Baobabs. One of the most surreal landscapes in Madagascar is the Avenue of the Baobabs, a dirt road lined with towering Adansonia grandidierri trees that can reach heights of 30 meters and live for over 800 years. Their massive trunks rise like ancient pillars against the sky, especially dramatic at sunrise and sunset when the light turns the earth deep orange. These trees are not just scenic icons, they are remnants of forests that once covered much of western Madagascar. Over time, agricultural expansion cleared surrounding land, leaving these giants standing in isolation. That contrast makes the view even more powerful. The baobabs feel like guardians of history, witnesses to centuries of environmental change. Standing among them, there is a sense of scale and silence that few landscapes can replicate. Tsingy de Bemaraha. In western Madagascar lies Tsingy de Bemaraha National Park, home to one of the most extreme geological formations on the planet. The word Tsingy means where one cannot walk barefoot, and that description barely captures the razor-sharp limestone pinnacles that stretch across the landscape. Formed by the erosion of ancient seabeds, these stone forests create a labyrinth of narrow canyons, hidden caves, and towering spires. From above, it resembles a sea of jagged blades. Yet within this harsh terrain lives an intricate ecosystem of lemurs, reptiles, and rare birds that have adapted to its vertical complexity. Wooden suspension bridges allow visitors to cross above the sharp formations, revealing a view that feels almost prehistoric. It is a place where geology becomes architecture, and survival requires constant adaptation. Rainforests of Andasibe. The eastern rainforests of Andasibe-Mantadia National Park offer a completely different atmosphere. Dense vegetation, mist-covered canopies, and the distant calls of Indri lemurs create an immersive sensory experience. The Indri, the largest living lemur species, produces haunting vocalizations that echo through the forest, carrying for kilometers. Hearing that call at dawn is one of Madagascar's most unforgettable moments. These rainforests are part of a biodiversity hotspot, sheltering chameleons, orchids, and insects found nowhere else. Walking through narrow jungle paths reveals layers of life at every level, from moss-covered trunks to treetops alive with movement. The air feels thick with humidity and sound, reinforcing the idea that this ecosystem operates on rhythms far older than human presence. Nosy Be and the Northern Islands. Off Madagascar's northwest coast lies Nosy Be, an island known for clear waters, coral reefs, and volcanic hills. While parts of Nosy Be have developed into resort areas, many surrounding islands remain relatively untouched. Marine life thrives in these waters, including sea turtles, dolphins, and seasonal whale migrations. Snorkeling reveals coral gardens filled with vibrant fish species, showcasing the island connection between land and sea. Inland ylang-ylang plantations perfume the air, contributing to the island nickname as the Perfume Island. The combination of tropical coastline and dense interior vegetation creates a layered landscape that shifts from tranquil beaches to wild forests within minutes. Nosy Be offers a glimpse into Madagascar coastal beauty while still maintaining an atmosphere of remoteness. Isalo National Park. Isalo National Park presents a landscape shaped by sandstone canyons, natural swimming pools, and rugged plateaus. Often compared to scenes from a Western film, its terrain contrasts sharply with the humid rainforests of the east. Deep gorges carved by wind and water create hidden oases where palm trees cluster around clear pools. Ring-tailed lemurs move across rocky surfaces with surprising agility, while rare plant species cling to cliffs. The park light changes dramatically throughout the day, casting shadows that emphasize the sculpted textures of stone. Hiking through Isalo feels expansive and open, revealing Madagascar's geological diversity in dramatic fashion. It is a reminder that the island is not defined by a single ecosystem, but by a spectrum of environments compressed into one territory. Madagascar coral reefs. Surrounding Madagascar are some of the largest coral reef systems in the Indian Ocean. These reefs act as protective barriers against coastal erosion and provide habitat for thousands of marine species. The Mozambique Channel, which separates Madagascar from mainland Africa, hosts one of the most dynamic marine corridors in the region. Seasonal whale shark sightings attract divers from around the world, while mangrove forests along the coastline serve as nurseries for fish populations. Unlike heavily trafficked reef destinations, many areas here remain less crowded, preserving a sense of exploration. The underwater visibility, combined with vibrant biodiversity, reinforces Madagascar's identity as a stronghold of ecological richness both above and below the surface. The spiny forest. In the southern part of the island lies the spiny forest, an ecosystem unlike any other on Earth. Dominated by drought-resistant plants with thorn-covered branches, this region evolved to survive extreme arid conditions. Octopus trees, towering cacti like euphorbias, and strange silhouettes define the landscape. Many species here are endemic, adapted specifically to this dry environment. The forest appears almost alien, with shapes and textures that defy expectation. Despite its harsh appearance, it supports unique bird life and small mammals found nowhere else. The spiny forest demonstrates how isolation and climate shaped Madagascar into a mosaic of specialized habitats. Onkarana Reserve. Onkarana Special Reserve in northern Madagascar combines limestone formations, underground rivers, and sacred caves. Its Tsingy formations differ from those in Bemaraha, offering a more compact yet equally dramatic landscape. Hidden within are extensive cave systems containing bats, fossils, and cultural relics. Local communities regard certain caves as sacred, blending natural wonder with spiritual significance. Forested areas within the reserve shelter crowned lemurs and diverse bird species. The combination of geology, biodiversity, and cultural heritage creates a multi-dimensional experience. Onkarana reveals how natural formations can also become part of human identity and belief. Madagascar culture and villages. Beyond its landscapes, Madagascar cultural diversity reflects influences from Africa, Asia, and the Arab world. The Malagasy language has Austronesian roots, linking the island to Southeast Asia despite its proximity to Africa. Rural villages often rely on rice farming, fishing, and zebu cattle herding. Traditional music and dance play vital roles in ceremonies, and handcrafted wooden carvings showcase artistic heritage. Markets bustle with local produce, spices, and textiles reflecting daily rhythms of life. While infrastructure in remote areas can be limited, this contributes to the authenticity and rawness of travel experiences. Cultural traditions remain closely tied to land and ancestry, reinforcing the connection between people and environment. If this exploration of Madagascar, last untouched wilderness, inspired curiosity or future travel plans, support the channel by liking this video and subscribing for more in-depth journeys across the globe. Share thoughts in the comments about which part of Madagascar felt most extraordinary, and stay connected for more stories that uncover the planet's most remarkable places.